Welcome back to the Guild 3. My name is Tobel, and one of our thieves is getting their butt kicked right now. They tried to steal from Hillebrand, and unfortunately, Hannelore wound up taking a dirt nap. So, sad day for our thief. And really, I don't know if they've been making all that much money. God, there's a plate crunching effect. I mentioned it before, but holy crap, does it drive me crazy. I don't know who's breaking the plate, but they need to die a horrible, horrible death. Where do we put our... Crap, where did it actually go? Where did I put my business at? Does our business show up as a different color? Might actually be on the other side of town. There it is, the smuggler's hideout. So, how have you been doing in terms of income? Let's take a look at the stats if I can. And sadly, there still seems to be a bug about reloading a game and then checking the statistics. So the budget book does not seem to be available. Well, hang on. I totally lied about that. So apparently I didn't have it available directly from the building itself, but maybe, I guess, from the overview menu, we're able to see more information. Whatever works. We paid very little off the Boys Will Be Boys shop, which is our smuggler's hideout. What about the crude? No, not that one that we want to do. The Servants of the Country has made 1,700, so we're all around kind of a meh money in 1407. 1406 had pretty low profits as well. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's going to take a bit of time, a bit of patience, and a bit of extortion, because that's how we roll. So this episode, I'd like to focus on trying to get our Clegane dynasty up to citizen and then free citizen, because free citizen will let you run for office. And what I want to do in the office side of the house is go into the council informer office. And what this does is it allows us to change every role, every kind of office lets you change some laws. So this one lets us change pickpocketing. So I can pretty much put up a request to say, hey, pickpocketing is now legal. So if we make it legal, then all of the people in Boys Will Be Boys, or whatever smuggler hideout we have, are going to be able to pickpocket to their heart's content. So we'll see if that works out or not. Hey, excuse you. It's very rude to put up a weaving hut right next to my little tiny crappy craftsman hut. Screw you, whatever. We're better. Right, so what else do we have going on? We are making decent money. I'm going to fast forward a bit until we have more income. Sandor is out and about trying to extort the world. And yeah, we're just kind of plugging along. Is our child old enough yet to go to school? Not quite. Next season, Bran should be old enough to be sent to school. So I'll have to do that. Hopefully if we wind up getting Citizen at the same time. Although Citizen costs a lot of money up front. And then we're going to have to turn around and spend 5,000 in order to send Bran to school too. So I'm not sure if we'll do that right away or not. You know, I just realized we have Sandor on the autopilot, so to speak. We've got him on the auto roll, right? Where's our business at? It's over here somewhere. So the mercenary quarters, we've assigned him the extort protection money job. But he should... Doesn't he just have this available to him now? He can pickpocket... Or he can play a game of dice. Here we go, extort protection money. So can't we pick the biggest businesses in town and extort protection money from them? I might try to do that. Instead of letting it go on autopilot and he goes, you know, 3,000 years away, why don't we just manually extort protection money from some of these large businesses? So like the library, the public house here, any of these, where do we used to rob by? Here. The blacksmith, the stone cuttery, neither of those have protection money. So I think that might be a good idea. We'll have to double check and take a look. Why is everyone getting in a fight with my family members? Who's getting beat up right now? Gilbert is trying to beat up Xenia. Rude. Quite rude, to be honest with you. Let's see how much money we get off this. Any minute now. 275 gold. That wasn't too bad. I think that's kind of worth it. So I guess I'll try to have Sandor get a little bit more extortion money from different businesses. We'll see how this works out long term. Should we... Can we even extort the church? Is that a thing? I mean, I feel bad about it, but we can try. Okay, apparently not. So we can only do the other two businesses here. It does give us a percentage chance of success. So I don't know if that's based on... Hang on. Did it tell us a stat? Let's see. Did it tell us which stat? Intimidation. Okay, so whatever gives us intimidation is what is going to work for us. So we have a... Let's get to improve our intimidation. 3 with chainmail, 5 with plate mail. Right, so I'm going to upgrade him to plate mail. Is there anything else? We already have 1 from the handgun, I think. And nothing else gives us intimidation as far as I can tell in the weapon area. So are there any kind of clothes that give us... And that's interesting. So some of the stately garb also gives you intimidation. There was the gorgeous clothes. That's +3. +1 there. +3 there. So nothing's going to give us as good of intimidation from clothing as the plate armor will. What about this stuff here? This is bargaining, reputation, and charisma perception. Interesting. That's kind of cool that you can have all this stuff that you can wear in your character. Let me mess around a bit and see what kind of combo I can come up with to make Sandor the most intimidating bastard in the known world. Okay, we're going to grab a gold chain to go around the neck. I can't see any other spot that's going to do anything for us. Hang on, is this gem spots? Like, would this be like a gem ring? Let's try this real quick. I'm kind of curious, just for funsies. Is this go... No, it would replace the hand slot. Okay, so I guess this is just mean a clothes spot or something, but I got a gold chain, which is going to improve our reputation. Plate armor is bigger intimidation, and the pistol, that's about it as far as I can tell. The plague attire is the closest other item. It gives you 4 intimidation, but it reduces your charisma down a bunch too, and it seems like the plate armor doesn't have any negatives really for the most part. So we'll give this another shot. Do we, or are we more intimidating? We went up from 83 to 85, so apparently it's not a huge change. We also might be a bit, like, stunned right now. You've been hit in the head. What does that do for us, or to us? Basic value, plate mail, handgun. So there's nothing else that is affecting our intimidation, but still, that's pretty cool to know that we can muck about with that. Oops, I accidentally gave him a move order to go, like, way far away. Let's try that again. Whoa, holy crap, what just happened? I blinked, and a second later, we had 7,000 gold. Was that all from one of our, like, one specific business, or... Holy cow. Can I take a look at this year's stats to see what just went ham? It's pretty much just a mix, it looks like. 1,600, 1,400, 2,000 here. Not too shabby. What are we going to get from the blacksmith? Let's say, like, nice... Oh, holy crap. 800. That's a lot more than I expected. So, yeah, it seems as though if you micro who you're extorting... And there's no cooldown on it, so you really can go right into the middle of town and then just extort, right? Go from, you know, store to store to store. Again, it's one of those things. If you want to micromanage, then there you go. That's going to give you more results. If you don't feel like micromanaging, then you might not be getting as perfect stats or as perfect amount of income as you might be able to get otherwise. So we've got our money. Let's go ahead and grab the citizen title. Hooray! We're now considered to be a citizen, and we can have a citizen house inside the city walls. We can send our child to school. We can get a henchman that can guard a building, escort someone, or find evidence, and then also spur our transporters on. So the next title is free citizen, which is just going to be an extortion or 2 away. Did we just extort this one? I didn't quite catch it. I think it was like another 600 or so. Solid stuff. All right, Sandor, let's do it, buddy. Get over to some more buildings and start kicking ass. Are they starting to get pissed at us, by the way? How's our overall faction? Only one faction really hates us. We are feuding with another one at random. And our popularity across the board, not too bad in the noble quarters, not too great in the surrounding villages. So, even though we do still have one of our robber camps completely doing nothing but juggling. And actually, I haven't leveled them up in quite a bit, so maybe I should go through here and give everyone a little bit of a charisma boost. I'm guessing that's what you're going to want to use for doing your juggling. Nice. We were able to get 600 gold, or almost 700 gold, from another mercenary building. It's a garrison, which I think is a higher level building down the tree, is it not? Let's take a look. Yeah, garrison is the top level mercenary thing. So apparently there's I don't know, either we're too tough or the game is too funky, and we're able to extort a fellow group of mercs. But either way, I'm making a crap ton of money. We are actually already able to jump up to the free citizen title. It took like maybe 5 minutes and not even sped up time either. So let's grab the free citizen title. Hooray, we're now able to own and operate 6 businesses. We can run for office, write a pamphlet and recommendation letter, and access. We have access to the far trade market. So right away, before much else, I'm going to, here we go, right away there's an informer spot. So I'm going to go ahead and apply for the informer job. Oh, we don't have enough influence. Well, we did just use up all of our influence trying to get the title itself. So, let's see how much he gets from this one. Oh, we failed. That's a bummer. I didn't know you could actually, like, I don't know what happens when you fail the extortion. Do people just, like, not like you a little bit more? We're already pretty well hated here. We could try to bribe someone, but I honestly think that I might just let my wife here, Xenia, continued to boast about our exploits. And in fact, she's got a couple of level ups, or at least 1 point, so we'll put that into charisma. And hopefully down the road, she'll be able to keep boasting away and improving our relationships, or get influence up, rather, not relationships. Now that we had a couple of level ups in title, we also should be able to go down a couple more trees. So we don't have enough money to go down into Sleight of Hand 2, but we can grab Fighting 2, which is going to let us upgrade our mercenary quarters up to whatever is next. We might need a little bit more gold. I think it's like 1,300 or so to do the upgrade. Okay, let's upgrade Servants of the Country to the next level. That's going to let us hire, I think, 2 more employees rather than just 1, because we're going to be able to get 1 by default, and then I think we'll be able to upgrade and apply the, whenever you normally get the bonus to a building. So we're going to be able to do that. And 5 mercenary workers trying to do their best to protect the innocent craftsmen and craftswomen of the world, right? It's a noble calling, I think, personally. There we go. We now have barracks. Let's go ahead and go into add-ons and workers. This is going to get us that other worker slot. And we can then hire then 2 more people. Yep. We don't want to stand guard. Standing guard is really weird. They randomly go all over town. I've done it before. They go all over creation trying to, I guess just see crime. If you notice crime and you stop it, then you get some kind of payment. But it's so weird. They'll put you out in the middle of nowhere where there's not going to be any crime happening. So again, letting the game do the automation stuff is always a little bit fickle. We also should have enough money or influence now to apply for this job. Dang it, I missed the opening. Shoot. The next application opens at 14:08 at... Oh, I missed it by like 2 hours this morning. That's a bummer. All right, well, I guess we'll have to apply for something else. Let's go ahead and do the town clerk. And I think we've got enough money for this. And they also, I believe, like us in here, right? Yep, there's 2 people in this department, I guess, for lack of a better term, who also appreciate us. So we should be able to get in there, steal from a character, break into buildings, stink bomb. Those are the actions or the laws we could change. And it's part of the privilege. You're able to influence the public opinion and then publicly shame or praise, I'm guessing, a dynasty or a person. So that might be something that's interesting down the road if we need to use it. What is life inside the city if you can't actually live in the city? So how about we build a brand new citizen house here right in the middle of town? Let's do... This looks rather nice right here. Good investment. I hope it is. Let's put it right near... let's get it right near downtown. That's good property value, right? Maybe down the road we'll be able to sell that and make a pretty penny. Oh, hey, look. We can have it facing right on the inside of the street. Just like Times Square. It'll be perfect. Right. So we'll build that up. I don't know. Can we even sell our old house, or do we have to just kind of be stuck with it forever and ever? Oh, hey, Bran. I forgot about you. Sorry, little bud. We could... it's cool. You can actually send your kids to go do stuff too. So they could go out and boast about your exploits, or I guess go around throwing stones, which is legal, and that makes characters dizzy. I don't... I have no idea. Apparently that's supposed to help you out. I don't know. Oh, I guess Bran can't do that yet at the age of 5. However, he can throw stones. Well, there we go. Off he goes. Why are you guys attacking my lovely wife? Come on, Xenia, get this smack attack. Oh, nice. The guard helped out. Cool. So Xenia's like back to boasting about our exploits. I think also when I have a house completed, I can buy or hire a henchman to kind of do a little bit of protection. So click on the building here. Hire henchman here, and then as soon as we have him, we should be able to say something like, escort someone, and I think I can just click my wife up here. Yep, there we go. So he's going to go escort our wife around a bit. And is he just in, like, nothing? Ugh. Maybe one day I'll get him a nice set of armor, but for the moment, he's just going to have to deal with it. Right, so it's a new day. We're rolling in the money just a little bit. Patrician's going to be a pain. That's $11,000, 11,000 gold, plus 1,500 influence. We're probably going to have to bribe somebody and grease the wheels of bureaucracy a bit to get that going. Where are we at in our election? So there's a calendar, by the way, which is kind of cool. It tells you what's coming up on today's thing. So today at 8 o'clock in the morning is when the election for town clerk comes into play. Hopefully, we'll be able to jump right in there. And I think also, if you become something like a clerk, you get income every year. So 500 gold and then 125 influence. And as you go higher and higher, yeah, you get more and more. City legate at 500, mayor at 500. Can we just go up to the sovereign level as well? The mayor is the leader of the city. Wait, what? The mayor is the leader of the city. That's awkward. The sovereign is... Okay, so apparently sovereign and mayor are the same title in a way. I guess this is just over maybe the entire region as opposed to just the city of Augsburg. That might make a little sense. Not entirely sure.
Anything wrong?
I got to get back to microing Sandor. I've been slacking a little bit. We need to get that extortion money back up.
I'm hurrying. Yes.
So if we look at the budget book, let's take a look at the last couple of years. I think that's when we kind of put up the smuggler's hideout. So comparatively, the servants of the country is getting way more money than the smuggler's hideout. So I think what I might do is we have a couple of open building slots right now. So I might put down a couple more mercenary outposts, because really, if you think about it, there's a cooldown period after you, or after someone pays for protection. Let's see if we get it here. Yeah, 700 gold, and they're only protected for like 2 hours and 24 minutes, which goes by really, really fast. Look how fast the time is moving. So we're never really going to, I mean, unless we have, I don't know, dozens and dozens of mercenary camps, we're not really going to run out of buildings to extort. So I want to put down one at a different part of town, and I think we can go right into the barracks level too. So I'm going to put down one of these here, and can I put down another one? We had our limit. I almost want to take down our thieves' den, or a smuggler's hideout, just to free up a building slot. I mean, it's barely making money. We didn't quite get the office that we wanted. Can we sell the building? Open the building menu. We can hire a henchman, building actions, repair. That's the only thing we can do. Apparently we can't sell it. I thought we were able to sell it once before. Maybe not. Building level. This is how many people I think are assigned to it. We could destroy the building. And I almost think that might be worth it just because it's going to free up a building slot. I mean, that's a difference of like 4,000 gold. Hey, how about that? We got our title. The election has been finished and we won the office for town clerk. Hooray, we're now a town clerk. What can we do? If we look at the office position, there we are, and it's going to let us, oops, right here. We can propose to change laws, influence the opinion, that's right, stuff like that, shaming and praising. Steal from character, we can basically say if that's legal versus illegal, which is kind of funny. I think pickpocketing was in one of the other areas. So now, can we go up a step? Or do we have to go like within one, like within level of office, or what? If we want to apply to the council guardian, we could apply for this. Fair enough. I mean, if it's open, why don't we just apply for this office? Wait, did this literally just get filled? Oh, that's funny. It has been filled since the time I looked at it, apparently. Oh my gosh, I missed it. No, it didn't get filled. I just missed the application period. That's silly. So next up, can I tell what... Oh, here it is. Requirements. Office level 4 and patrician. So in order to step up a notch, we're going to have to be at least a patrician level to get into the next higher up office. So we'll keep working on that patrician part, although I think we're going to need a lot of money. I'm going to go ahead and trash the smuggler's hideout. We might come back to try it again. Probably at a higher level in the rogue tree. We'll come back down here and try to put down a thiefcraft house and see if it's worth it later on. But right now, it seems like mercenary camps are the way to go. Well, that's lovely. It just leaves a big pile of debris. Are we able to remove the debris at all? Or is it kind of just like that? That looks so ugly. Can we go to business and unlocked? Here we go. Fighting level 2, more pay, please. Can we build on top of it? We could. I'm guessing it clears away the rubbish. So we have a building here and a building here. I guess it doesn't really matter because our people will run all over town. Yeah, cool. It did clear up the rubbish. I felt a little bit guilty about that. So we're going to have 3 full mercenary camps kicking ass and taking names. Let's do some add-ons here. Workers, please. Workers here as well. And I'll just go on a hiring spree on this building as well as the next one and put everyone to extortion duties. So with some of our new diplomacy options, are we able to public shaming, public praise, publicly compliment the member of another dynasty? So we might want to get somebody in another dynasty that we have a problem with. Maybe we can try to work towards repairing that relationship. Just, I mean, not that we want that long term, but I don't really want to go into 1,000 feuds with all these different groups. So maybe like the Karzer dynasty. So Purple Moth, or whatever that was. Let's try to do public praising of, I think it's Karzer, right? We should be able to see it in the list. There we go. Beatrice Karzer or Giltbert Karzer. Let's do Mr. Karzer here. We're going to confirm that we're going to publicly praise him. Praise him? Sure. Sure thing. Where do we go to do that? So apparently we're just going to walk up to him. He looks like he's in a fight. Do we just fail at praising him? That's awkward. Does he refuse our praise? Can I try it again? I'm blowing through some influence here. Hooray! Blessing. What does this mean? He got a blessing, which is you survived an illness. No, people are speaking highly of you. Now, does this repair our relationship just a bit? Didn't seem to. Maybe it was so small that I didn't check the number beforehand. So, I don't know. Maybe that's not quite as influential as I was hoping for. Are there any other actions we can take? We could propose to change the city laws. So it's just something like this. Okay, so we're able to just kind of change it to legal versus illegal. Break into building. I don't really mind too much of this right now because we're not really doing stealing from people as much anymore. Although if I did that, we could go back to having all of our people at the robbers camp go crazy. But I am trying to make sure we keep that reputation high just so we can advance up the ladder, so to speak. Do we want to try for another kid? How about we move up to our new house? Where did I move the house to, by the way? Like where that downtown area was, right? Right there. Let's move our pretty much our entire family here. Bran and our wife, Xenia. We'll all come to the new house and do a little bit of maybe baby making. We got to make sure that anything happens to Bran, if he falls off of a tower because he's climbing or anything like that, we'll make sure that we have a backup heir to our dynasty. Hey, the council assistant position's opening up. I'm going to apply with Sandor. I don't think it's going to be too much different. It's pretty much within the same realm as we are. It's 125. Yeah, I think it's all the same. Council assistant, town clerk, town clerk. So I guess you're just like a tiny bit higher, but there's no difference in income. So I guess once you're in the office, you're in the office. It's just a different position that opens up. Maybe we'll just sit more center on the table. Holy crap, we just got up to 14,000. Where did we get all this money in like a heartbeat? Oh my gosh, look how much these businesses are bringing in. Can we look at just this year? Now, I think the expense of this building includes the cost of actually getting it in the first place, building it in the first place. So we're making a crap ton of money off our mercenary quarters right now. That might be the way to go. It might be broken, so maybe they'll balance this out a little bit more as well. But right now, it seems super, super lucrative. Okay, we've got a bit of money, so let's try to do a bit of bribing. So bribe an office holder. I think Ingwin is the highest level person we have. So that is the, what would you call that? The sovereign? And I also think that he likes us, so maybe he's going to accept this right away. I got to figure out where he's at, but let me see if he will give us a bit of influence for a small amount of money. Here you are, sir. We appreciate what you do for us. Yeah, certainly. You do great work, my friend. Thank you for the influence. I appreciate that. So we got a nice deal there. We got influence from that. Crap, we still have to get a lot more left. I might send Sandor over to, let's see, where's the house at? Let's go to Bran. If I send Brandor, God, Brandor. That could have been a great name. I really missed out on that. I'm going to send Sandor back home and have him boast about his exploits as well. And we'll see if maybe that can help get the influence up. We might also change him out of the gear he's got on and go for something a bit more noble. You know, we are trying to make a name for ourselves. We're trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes and make them think that we're a noble, worthy, exalted citizen, when in reality we're just trying to overthrow the government and instill anarchy. So we're going to get, the stately garb gives us +4 charisma, +3 intimidation with the gorgeous clothes. I think I'm going to grab stately garb, because I want to start, if I keep doing the boast about your exploits, it's based off of your charisma and not anything else. So if we take this, I'm trying to see what else might be anything of charisma. There's 1 charisma with the lucky stone, a flat 1 charisma. The rest of this has more. Metaphysical belt is 2 strength. Ooh, guard dog. Where does this go in our slot? Let's see. Let's lucky stone here. We'll go ahead and turn in our gun and our, well, we'll keep our sword. There's nothing else that's going to go in the sword slot for now. Wait a minute. Is that where the trinket thing goes? Apparently I had all these slots the entire time and I never quite knew about it. So I guess these are trinkets. And I guess the gem goes on your hand as opposed to going in your pocket. That would kind of make sense-ish. Are there any other gems around? Bone Talisman. We already have a golden necklace. Cap of Invisibility. Lovely. Let's try getting -1 charisma there. Ruby Staff. Oh, this would be a weapon. Reputation bonus plus 5%. Why don't we grab Oakwood Ring, Silver Chain. This is a reputation bonus as well. The gold gives you a bit more. Let's grab this Ruby Staff. That seems like that was going to go in the weapon slot. So if we trade this out, yep, sure enough, that's going to go in the weapon slot. We're also going to grab one more thing, I suppose. Just what, a diamond? Or the gem ring? I think we're going to grab the gem ring. There we go. Sandor is all decked out in goodies now. So what is your stats? What are your stats looking like? You get a reputation bonus of 82%. So this has your effect on reputation changes through compliments and other social actions. So hopefully we're going to be getting a lot of a reputation bonus after what we're wearing, or because of what we're wearing. And we have a slot open. Is there anything else we can still buy at this point? I have one more trinket slot open. Do we have a diamond? Reputation bonus. Let's grab a diamond as well, because you know what? When you're filthy rich, why be filthy rich if you can't show it off, right? Perfect. All right, Sandor, head home. Right there, and I'm going to send you into boasting. Is there a higher level boast about your exploits, or no? All right, Sandor's going to go at it. We're at 17k, and we're a little bit shy of the patrician level. Did we already apply for another office? Can I apply for... I can't apply for tax collector because we're not of a higher title yet. We'll get there soon, though. We'll get there very, very soon. Let's see how well this does, or when Sandor... Kids Pimp Cane. And his adorable little guard dog. Oh, it's a German Shepherd. Right, so we only got like a bonus of 8 of our reputation on that. So he was only boasting by himself. Maybe if he gets in a more crowded spot, we might get a bit more reputation. So we'll have to trust the system. And if I get a lot more from him when he's boasting about his reputation like this, I might even go and get Xenia all gussied up as well. I'm guessing that might affect how much reputation you're pulling in regularly. Hey, this is the first trial that we get to participate in. Barbara Volair of the Volair dynasty has been accused of something. Oh god, we have a child in all the middle of this. There we go. We're gonna do Ariador. There we go, Ariador. Welcome to the team, I suppose. Yeah, I want you to be guilty, man. Let's see. We can put our influence here. So this is gonna overall influence where. Oh wow, we have a lot of influence with the court. Look at that. Look, this is where they're at according to the bar. They almost went to jail for a year, but they were just fine. So this is the part where we were talking about last episode, where your actions, I guess they kind of rotate, or the trial action rotates between all the different staff. So I also wanted to go ahead and upgrade my guard, because we just got our butts kicked, almost, when somebody attacked our wife. So we're going to give him a full-on accoutrements. We're going to give him weapons, armor, and everything else, so he can protect our lovely wife with his fullest ability. I think the ability to gain influence is actually the stat that I was looking for. That seems to affect when you're actually getting reputation. So I'm guessing reputation through direct social interactions. When it says reputation bonus is a different stat than your ability to gain influence. I'm going to go and get the Garb of Arrogance for Sandor in a minute, but we're getting that for our wife, because she's kind of doing the same kind of stuff. Otherwise, I don't believe there's much else that we're going to have that's going to affect that particular modification. Okay, Sandor just got a crap ton of influence. Now we're able to get the patrician title. So we're now able to insult someone, send someone on a long distance journey. What does that do? It gives them bring back exotic wares and information from far distant lands. Interesting. Literally grease the wheels of bureaucracy. Gives us a crap ton of influence for a lot of money. Warehouses we'll be able to buy as well, and then access to the middle level offices. So can I look in, are there offices for where we can apply? And yes, we have the Market Reeve Tax Collector or Dungeon Master. This is going to let us change Break Bones, Sabotage Building, Vandalism, Black Widow. What? Black Widow Poison? Lovely. Kidnap Character, Conquer Building, and Bomb. I guess we'll try to do the Market Reeve. This is expropriate someone, promote a business, or we have proposed to change city laws, organize a city guard, mark someone as the outlaw. I guess we'll just go for the Market Reeve position. It's one of the higher ones. Oh, we're a little bit low, I think, on influence. Let's get Sandor, once I get him upgraded in his clothing, we'll get him out in a boot in the city trying to continue his exploits. So here's Sandor's first attempt. He totally hit me with the rock, you little bugger. The first attempt at doing the boast about your exploits with his new noble garb. Look how beautiful the hound looks right now. Did you ever expect that in your life? No, I think not. So quite a bit. It's going to trickle in over time, really. We're more than likely, when you want a really big boost, you're going to have to bite the bullet and bribe someone pretty much. But after that, I guess the trickle is going to help out a lot. So let's go ahead. We got a bit more money. Let's send Brand off to school because I want to get his stats up before he comes into being an adult. Xenia didn't get pregnant this time around, huh? So I might want to try that again. Are you able to just have, like, as many kids as you want, like a la Sims 4, and just make them your little workhorses?
Someone would like to trade with you.
A dynastic trade request. We have... They want to trade us a couple of buildings here. I think this is some kind of crafts shop. You're in a feud with me. Why would you trade a building? I'm so confused. I really don't want to accept that. Oh, no. Sorry. It's much effort, little reward. I thought it was one of our mercenary buildings, but this is a level... I think this is like a level 2. This would be like an actual craftsman shop. But I don't know if we can use this. Nor do I know if I really care to use it or not. You know what? Whatever. Where did that go? We said yes to this. So what did you give me? And was it a lemon? Is the building falling apart? Free menhirs. Here we go. It's a brickery. I guess we're able to operate this, even though we don't own or have the skill of handicraft into the brickery tray here. Stonemasonry. So we don't have any stonemasonry, but apparently if you trade with someone who lets you or who wants to sell you a building, you're just going to be able to get it. So hooray for us. Let's upgrade this, and I guess we'll just automate it. By and large, I don't really want to muck about with any kind of, custom stuff. Why are you workers not... Are you guys bugged out?
I'll start immediately.
What were you doing?
What do you want me to build?
Right away. What's a good
Why don't you all come here? What are you all doing? There's my...
Very well, master.
Okay. They were a little bit stuck in the building. Okay, that's interesting. So either they were related to the family, or they were kind of locked in there when they sold and traded the building. But I wasn't able to give them any orders or fire them. But once I pulled them out of the building, all of a sudden it's free and open. Okay, fair enough. We'll go back to... Oh, you know what? Same problem here. Are my transporters bugged as well? Here's you two. You're both out of here. Oh, we have a trial out of nowhere. Ursula Schrecker. Stealing from a character? That's a Padlin. How do I change my... Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so we'll put this all the way to the bottom. Because you shouldn't steal from people or hurt them. That's bad. Bad people are bad. I look like an evil overlord. Yes. This is awkward. So apparently I can't... They're in my transporter list. Okay. So these guys are like sitting here in the list of people who are working, but they're not... I'm not able to interface with them. I can control them, apparently. Urgent. Send home. So weird. I wonder if we have to sit there and pay them if they're not going to be working for us. That's fine. Either way, we're going to mostly just automate this building and let it rock and roll. I do have a new opening for a building, I believe, don't I? Yes, and of course I'm going to go right down the barracks tree because the barracks right now are making us a ton of money. So we'll go barracks again. Let's take a look at the budget book. Yeah, 26,000 in the last couple of years, or I guess since their inception pretty much. So we are making bank right now. Free menhirs is also made a pretty decent profit, I think. 10,000 over the last few years. So not too shabby. Of course, our robber camps aren't making much, but we're only using them to improve our popularity, which seems to be working. Most areas. The surrounding areas in Castletown don't like us too much, nor the harbor, but we're slowly but surely improving the relationships, except for everyone else that we're extorting. So pretty much like, we're going to make everyone love us in the towns, but all of the factions are going to hate us because we're extorting all of their businesses. Whoops. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. What's a little bit of feuding between friends? All right, my friends, that has been a pretty good episode. I think we got a lot done. We were able to jump up a few titles and put down a couple more buildings. So we should start raking in the money between this episode and next. And of course, my goal is to continue our rise, our vertical ascent to Archduke title and the ability to pretty much change every law in the city. More importantly, or most importantly, the ability to kill at will. I mean, honestly, we don't need to make it legal per se. We just need to start doing it, because I feel like if we legalize it, then everyone might take advantage and hurt us instead. But once we're on top, we'll start working on eliminating one by one all of my other competition.
I'm a bit busy right now.
Thank you so much for watching, my friend. Xenia bids you adieu with her lovely pimp cane in hand and her escort behind her. I'll see you again next episode. If you have any questions about the game or you want to just come chat with a cool group of folks, hop into our Discord in the link below. There should be an invite in the Read More section. And if you'd like to support the channel and these types of videos, as well as some tutorials and whatnot, feel free to look into the Patreon that's also in the link below as well. All right, friends, take care until next time, and I'll see you then.